Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. This is going to be a small unboxing video. I have one and two packages to open up. So it's just going to be a little bit smaller than some of my other videos where I have these huge boxes, but you never know. There could be some pretty cool things inside. So let's find out. I have no idea what's inside. I ordered a whole bunch of things, so we're going to find out what's inside. And I kind of want to explain some of the stuff that I'm ordering is a lot of Silver Age, Golden Age, but also I do look for modern comics. And the kind of comics that I look for, as I said in previous videos, are really ones that are comics about shows maybe that are on TV, or just things that are like kind of cool to me, like characters that I kind of think are interesting, or I don't know, something where I can really sort of relate to the character, or I think that there might be a cool show coming up, and I'll buy comics based on that cool show that might be coming up. So, and I try to buy them before the show comes out, because that way, if the show is great, and the prices will go too high and I won't be able to afford it. So I figured if I buy it now, I'll get to enjoy that comic. So this one is kind of an interesting collection. I know what this is now. I'm looking at it. This was one I'm really curious about. I have no idea anything about this one, but somebody else on one of the other channels that I watched, the guy had picked up a couple issues, and he was saying how rare they are. So I actually found a really good deal on these comics, and I'm going to show it to you. And I don't really know much about them. So it's this one, The Dark Mansion of Forbidden Love. Now, the thing I like about these is they have Neal Adams art, which is an artist I really like. And they're just really kind of interesting altogether. So I got the full set. So this is number 1. And this is number 2. And number 3. And number 4. So that's the full set. I just ordered it. I didn't pay much. It was on an auction. And individually, these books can go for anywhere from $50 to $100. I paid $50 for the whole set. That's with shipping, so it's a pretty good deal. So yeah, it was just something that I thought was kind of interesting, and I'm going to read them online, as I always do. I always read my comics online. I don't actually read the books that I buy. I just like to. I just like the covers, and I think they're just really brilliant looking covers. Just kind of brilliant art, and just something interesting. So that's kind of the story behind that one. Now the next one is a little bit different. Let's see what it is. Slice it open here. This one's well wrapped. Okay. So sometimes, maybe I'm not really speccing, but I do kind of like buy things that I'm not necessarily 100% familiar with out of curiosity. I'm a very curious guy, and I kind of like to, find some cool new things to potentially read. And I don't know why. I like to own the books, stories that I like. So kind of a weird thing. Okay, so this next set, let's find out what it is. It's another set of comics. Oh, this one's really cool. So a couple cool things out of this one. These are all Bronze Age keys, but this one's another set that I bought that I really like. I was a big Trekkie growing up, and I have number 1 downstairs. It's a really bad grade though. It's like a fair maybe. These are maybe a little higher grades. This is I think this is number 2, if I'm not mistaken. The one thing I always found is a little annoying about the gold keys is they never write the actual number on the cover. It's like, it's usually some weird code thing. I believe this is number 2, number 3, I'm guessing, you have to look these up. Number 4 or 5, and number, I think one is number 9, or, again, these are all in really good shape. They're like, if you look at them, they're like almost nothing going on with the spines. A little bit of spine tick here, but it's really nice. I like these photo covers too, because it's the original cast, and it's just really cool. Right now, it's a good time to buy Star Trek comics if you're into Star Trek. The Con is not popular. Discovery, it didn't really do that well. It didn't really resonate with people. It lacks a lot of the old charm that the original series had, and it's just a kind of a good time to buy, because if the show is not popular, then people kind of lose interest in the comics. It's just like Star Wars, I should say. Star Wars was, if you went back before The Mandalorian came out, it was a really good time to buy. Just insanely, like, people are almost giving away their Star Wars stuff, because the movies that came out were terrible, and people really kind of were turned off from Star Wars. And what happened was, there was a real decline in the values of the comics, because people were moving away from them. So you could pick up Star Wars fairly cheaply. So I was lucky. I picked up my Star Wars #1 and the first few of the Star Wars ones very cheaply. Well, the same thing is going on for Star Trek. Right now, it's a time when Star Trek is kind of on a low. It's not doing so well, but there are die-hard fans. So it's only a matter of time that they'll get better writers and maybe produce a better show, and eventually it'll be a good. So right now is a good time to buy. It's like a cold time to buy the comics. So I do imagine that they will go up in value. 5-10 years from now. It's one of those ones where you got to have that kind of long-term perspective, that it's a series that people know and love, and it's just a matter of time before they go up again, and they become like valuable again. So right now it's a bit of a lull. Good time to buy. So I picked up these fairly cheaply. I think it was $100 or $150 for the whole set. Normally, each issue is about $50 when they're this high grade, and they're all early issues. It's I think it was 2 through 5 and number 9, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to look through them to find out what the issue numbers are. But it was a good deal, and it's a good time to buy. So this is what I always recommend whenever there's a series that you think you really enjoy. Like, I really enjoy Star Trek. Always look for that lull where you can get the comics at a good price, and that's what I'm doing. I always buy what I love when nobody else loves it. So I'm sort of that loyal fan, and I know that things come back. That's why I buy the Captain Marvel. I love Captain Marvel as a character, and you see all the Captain Marvels I have behind me, because I think he's a great character, and right now he's not getting the love that he deserves. So once the movie comes back out, the prices will jump up, and I know that. So this is the time to buy. So a little bit about how to buy comics. I hope you enjoyed this video. Always on the hunt for cool things. So thanks for watching. Tell me what you're hunting for. What comics right now do you believe are undervalued and underrated, and really are ones to pick up? Because I'm always looking for cool things. I always listen to what people write to me in the comments. So you can sort of guide me to buy cool things too. So I'm always interested in what other people are hunting for. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.